I'm just here to do my job.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I am coming today with some tips just on how to not live paycheck to paycheck. Some tips that helped me, and I just want to share them with you guys. One of my first tips that I learned on how not to live paycheck to paycheck is to create a budget. If you don't know how to create a budget, it's a bunch of videos on YouTube. It's a bunch, you can talk to me, ask me some questions. My budget helped me tremendously. I know how much money is coming in. I know how much money is going out. I know what I spend my money on. I'm no longer spending my money on food, alcohol, stuff that mean nothing to me. I was able to save more money when I created a budget, and I was able to have money in my account from paycheck to paycheck. So I never go without. I never have a zero balance. I'm never broke until payday, just strictly because I have a budget. I have my fixed bills. I budget my hair. I budget my nails. I budget Kylie hair. I budget money for fun. So I know a lot of people associate budgeting with not being fun or having to restrict yourself. I do restrict myself on certain things, but I still get the things that I enjoy. Like, I still take vacations. I still get my hair done. My nails are done every 2 weeks. Kylie hair is done. So people think that you won't have fun if you budget, and that's false. You can still live a good, fantastic life by budgeting. The only thing that budgeting does is help you have complete control over your money, and instead of it going to places that doesn't matter, it can actually go to something good. And so that's one of my biggest things. Number two is to eat at home. You'll probably hear me say this all the time because I used to struggle with this so bad. I wanted to eat out all the time. Every time I worked, I didn't want to take a lunch. You have to eat at home, even if it's just you. If it's just you one person, cook that meal at home. That way you have leftovers for lunch tomorrow. So eating at home saved me so much money. And in turn, when I was working on my budget, I still budget food. I budget money for eating out because I still like to eat out. I still like to have lunch with my friends. I still like to go to dinner with my boyfriend sometimes. So I still budget that stuff in. Number three is to enjoy free things. For example, I want to take Kylie do something fun this weekend. The weather was nice, so instead of going to go spend money, we just kicked it at the park. Just me and her. We had a really good time. The weather was nice. It was warm. We swang. We had a good time. So start trying to find free things. Enjoy free things. I spend a lot of time in the house with my friends and my family, watching movies, having drinks, playing cards. All of that is free. You don't have to go out all the time to have a good time. It's fun to do free stuff as well. Number four is to have a healthy relationship with money. A lot of people have a negative relationship when it comes to money. It's like it comes and it goes just as fast as it comes. If you have a healthy relationship with money, you'll learn how to spend less and save more. And one of the best things that I learned was how to spend less and save more. I learned that saving more of my money instead of spending it every chance that I got made me have a healthy relationship with money. And that really helps me not live paycheck to paycheck. Another thing is to work on discipline. A lot of not living paycheck to paycheck is discipline. Budgeting, following the budget, eating at home, that's discipline. All that stuff is discipline. I learned for me that when I tried to cut everything off and like, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this, it did not work out for me. I ended up like going backwards and doing the same stuff I said I wasn't going to do. So one thing for me that I started doing was I just started slowly. Like, so for my savings account, I started with $25, y'all. I started sending $25 every check to my savings account. And then I increased it. And then I increased it. Because I'm not going to lie, I was one of those people that would save money, but I would go back and touch it. Like, if I was broke or if I wanted it or I spent the money in my account, I would go back and get that money. So I started off saving an amount that I wouldn't go back and get. I mean, I'm not missing $25. So that's why I started with $25, which tricks my mind into knowing, like, you just don't touch that money. Once that money goes, you just don't touch it. And my bank account automatically transfer my amount to my savings and to Kylie's savings. So I don't even see that money. When I get paid, that money is out my account instantly. And I don't touch it. Ever since I started with 25 and I increased it over time. And because I started off with that $25, it helped me trick my mind into not touching it because I didn't miss the $25. So now I don't miss what I send right now. So I know that being disciplined is a really hard thing that a lot of us are working on, especially with the new year. I know a lot of people want to work on being more disciplined. My suggestion to being more disciplined, especially when it comes to money, is take your time. There's no deadline. You don't have to wake up and decide this check I'm gonna save $1,000. Like, no, start low. Start saying, you know what, I struggle with saving money, so I'm gonna just start saving $25. And it actually feels good because you'll see, although it's a small amount, you will see it start to stack up, and maybe you'll have 300, but you ain't touched it. And it feels good to know, like, I really can do this. I can not go in my savings, and I can be disciplined. And so I started doing small different things that helped me. I didn't just jump off the porch and think that I was gonna be in a whole better situation, but over time I actually have. Like, it actually helped me a lot. Like I said, like, I'm just a normal person. I'm no different than you. I'm no different than anybody else. I'm not rich. I'm not out here making thousands of dollars every day or nothing like that. I just learned how to budget with the money that I do make. I learned how to save and not spend. I know my generation loves to shop, love to spend, and I used to be one of those people. I learned how to not. Every event for me does not need a new outfit because I don't have money like that. So that's just me. That's what I do. Also, I'm gonna say this a lot. You guys will hear me say this all the time. If you know you have events or you have something coming up or you have big expenses, please pick up a part-time job. I honestly feel like if you can party and kick it, and some people might not even do all of that, but if you can get the strength to go out on Friday night and be lit all night and stuff like that, you can get the strength to pick up a Sunday job to where you make a couple extra $100 every 2 weeks. It's really not that hard. If you're not in the healthcare field, you can pick any job, even if it's under how much you make. Any job, pick a fun job, pick something fun that you like to do. Pick something like working at the bar. If you like the bar, pick something, go be a bottle girl, something. Hell, do something to create some additional income. It could be one day a week. You could work every other weekend somewhere. You could work, if you like shopping and your favorite store is Dillard's, go get hired at Dillard's every other weekend. Pick up you some shifts. There go your extra money. And if you want to get a jump start on saving, what I do specifically, whenever I pick up extra shifts, this money is specifically for this. So if you need to pay your credit cards off or something like that, pick up that second job part-time. You don't got to be stressed out. You don't got to be super tired. Pick up a few extra hours every 2 weeks and put that money towards your credit cards. The extra $200 every 2 weeks, eventually it'll get that stuff paid down. And I know that it doesn't seem like a lot, but I think one of my biggest things that I had to learn was patience. Like, you cannot just jump off the porch and think you're automatically going to be at this destination. So I usually set goals for myself. I set goals and I set deadlines, and if I don't reach them, then I'll set another goal and another deadline. But I know as long as I set a goal and a deadline, I'm one step closer to getting to my goal. And so I had to learn patience because I used to want stuff to be done like that. Like, I want these credit cards to be paid off now. But it's like, you can't spend all your money and pay off those credit cards. You got to work your way up there. You can't just transfer all that money to your savings account because you're probably going to go back and get it back out. So take your time, save your money. And these are just things that help me live paycheck and stop living paycheck to paycheck. And like I said, I still enjoy a lot of things. I still take vacations. I still enjoy myself. I'm just more disciplined with my money, and that allows me to be able to do those things. So when I do take those vacations, or I do get my nails done every 2 weeks, I'm not suffering, or it's not out of my money that I needed to pay my rent or something like that. Or I'm not broke. I'm never broke. And the only reason why I'm never broke, it's not because of how much money I make, because I know plenty of people that make much less than me, and are very financially well off. And that is a lot of where I learned a lot of my tips from. It's people that are older than me, people that's been here for a long time, been doing this. I work with a nurse that every time we order food, she's sitting eating her food that she brought. And it actually be motivating, though, that she does that, because I just feel like, one day we're going to be disciplined enough to be like that. And she is very well off, and she has tips for us every time we see her, every time. And I'm always interested, like, teach me more, because I'm trying to be on the level that she is. And so I just think it's all about, like, taking your time, learning, trying to figure out. If you guys have any questions or anything about anything that I said that you're curious more on, I'm willing to teach you what I know, because somebody taught me. And I know this was the biggest thing that helped me as a nurse, because it really don't matter how much money you make if you can't budget it. If you can't budget and manage your money, it doesn't matter how much money you make. You could be the richest, brokest person in America if you don't know how to manage your money. And that's why a lot of rich people actually have financial advisors that teach them stuff and manage their money for them and stuff like that. But it's all about being disciplined. It's time to be disciplined. It's time to set a budget. It's time to get it straight. And if you guys got any more questions, hit me up.